Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to an abrupt start to Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Well, we find ourselves once again in Central Park, of all places, Sept of the Green, Umbral Side, the one place in New York that isn't freezing cold to someone who doesn't normally live there. Um, I guess we're going to start this scene with Ellie. Um, Sitting near the training grounds with a probably a spirit of a koi or some other water-based aquatic animal, sort of just having a chat with her about the frequency of which bread and trash are thrown into the ponds and how it is just appalling. And we start our scene there with yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Well, are we in the Umbra or the real world?
Umbral Side.
Okay, just making sure. Alana has been kind of wandering around getting her bearings for Central Park and the Sept today. After she got her acceptance in to be allowed into it, and so she's wandering around. Currently in her Hamid form, just because that's what she was already in. So you'll see a woman you've probably not seen around before. Reddish brown hair, very pretty, wearing a lot of jewelry.
All right. Ellie sort of looks up with sort of a quizzical but welcoming look as she is this woman wearing quite a few bangles, quite a bit of jewelry, looking well, a bit different than what she's been seeing, considering it's mostly bonars that she deals with on a day in and day out basis here. And so she just sits there with the fish spirit sort of going in between her fingers at this point that she's sort of oscillating, and she offers a smile and a wave and turns herself, sitting Indian style, towards this individual.
Hello there.
How's it?
Well, thank you. How are you?
Suppose I'm all right. Like, not cold here. It's cold Talarian side. Ah, wow. Did not mean to do that. She she kind of chuckles and sort of gestures to the jacket on her shoulders. I don't understand how you howlies do it. It's way too cold. Way too cold.
Oh, you get used to it after a while. Good coat will help you, though. Definitely. She gives a bit of a smile. I'm Alana, and you are...
I go by Ellie.
Ellie.
Iltena Theurge Cleith, born on two legs.
Ah, Fiona Theurge, born on spirits.
Born on the spirits. You know Hamid then?
Metis.
Ah. All right.
Atuma Theurge, though.
You're like the one. She kind of pulls up her hand. One, Tori. Ping. Yeah, you're like the third Theurge I met here so far.
Well, that makes you the third of mine, too. No. Is it the fourth? No, it's you makes you the fourth. I've met Katori and Ping. The other was a little Bonar.
Yeah, that Bolnar keeps eluding me. Keep trying to find him. Just why little son of a gun, I guess.
I think he gets lost easily.
She smirks.
And as this conversation is going, there is a very small Native American woman standing a little bit further away from them, looking at them. She's not quite sure whether she can approach or not. She's not sure if she wants to approach or not. So she's standing there a little bit off the side. She's in helmet shape as well. Her arms are kind of behind her back.
And Lana will glance over and see this woman standing there. And who might you be, my dear?
She kind of jolts and quite sure whether she expects to be spoken to, but her being what she is, she will immediately, well, better not take any chances, so she'll roll over on her back, presenting her throat to the both of you. My name's Latine.
Martine?
This the urge cup.
You like the water, don't you? You like to swim? Am I right?
She glances at her hands. Doesn't actually try to shovel them away, but is kind of plucking them uncomfortably. Yes.
I was told about you this morning. Ping had
Oh.
mentioned you.
Right.
You can sit up if she doesn't mind. And when she says that, she nods over to Ellie.
Ellie's just kind of got her gaze sort of fixed on Latte, sort of like with a smirk on her face. And she gives out the shaka, which is basically thumb and pinky extended with everything else folded in. And she's like, finally get to see one little brother up here.
She Latine will take in the scents that are around her. Does she smell any pure breed of anyone?
Pure 3.
Ellie's got pure breed 1.
Okay. So first, since Alana has 3, her eyes will narrow slightly as they go to Alana. And then as she recognizes the scent of Uktena, She looks over at Ellie.
Ellie's just kind of
Elder
sitting there.
brother.
Yeah, she'll nod. How's it?
Tori told me that there was another one.
Yeah, you must be new. I didn't meet you when I first came in a few days ago. So she just reaches out and gives how do you pronounce it again, Saskia?
Tlatahine.
Latahine?
Hmm.
She gives Latahine a kind of a pat on the shoulder with a bit of a squeeze.
She thinks on that for a moment, and then decides that that is probably a sign that she can get up. So she will, and she folds her legs underneath her herself as she sits up. She is wearing um, almost rags, like it used to be clothes, but there are like burn marks, like scorch marks on it, and cuts, and doesn't look like much anymore. And if you look closely, probably you can see the webbing in between her fingers. If you look more closely at that, you could see the scales on the insides of her wrists.
Ellie looks over at Alona and then back over at Latahine. Sort of rubs her chin slightly, thinking, and I'm gonna roll her intelligence Garulor. Oh yeah. And she scratches the back of her head and just kind of gives out a chuckle. It's kind of like being back home, you know, like a whole bunch of. I haven't seen too many metas out this way. It's kind of nostalgic almost.
Aye, we're a rare breed, one might say.
I don't know. I hear it's becoming more and more of a prevalent here in the nation. So, well, it is what it is, but certainly a lot like home.
There were many metas there.
Uh, we shared the sept with unicorns broods, so a lot of take-ins, a lot of refugees, so to speak.
Hmm.
So we got a lot of transplants and a lot of, you know, a lot of those that were getting the shaft in, getting the lickings in, other places, and unicorns brood. You know how they do.
I have never met one of their kind.
Welcoming, inviting, even to a fault. They take all comers. Kind of like our current host, and she'll gesture over to a group of Bonars that are probably practicing a little ways away. You know, when other tribes are like, well, they either send them away or don't treat them so right. They take in, you know, they take in metis more often than other tribes do. So
Good for them.
yeah, I guess depends on who you ask. People here seem to be pretty easygoing about it, and that's probably to y'all's benefit, you know?
Aye, probably.
So Theurges, you're and she'll kind of look at Latahine. I'm gonna try so hard, I promise, Husky.
I'm cool with it. Don't worry.
Wait till I give you this frickin' deed name. She smirks and just looks at the Wendigo cub and sort of looks her over. Looks like you could use a change in wardrobe. Yeah.
Nothing fits me in the Cubs cabin.
Oh, well,
With the size of the cubs they met earlier, I'm not surprised.
yeah, they got a fair few that are pretty big. I'd say my tutu could probably hook you up if you were so inclined. She's probably got something. She's got more grandkids and know what to do with, so probably got something that fits your size. Out of character, how big is Latine?
She has a short flaw. And now I need to start calculating again because I can't
4 foot
make head.
6 or less.
Yeah. Need to know what that is in meters. Like,
Less than 1.5. It's
yeah,
a little between like 1.5 and 1.
she's probably like 145. So that would be, let's see, in meters. Feet, 4.7 feet.
Yeah, close. It's probably closer to 140 or less.
Yeah. She's about then, yeah, like 4.7 maybe, 4.8.
So yeah, she looks Latine over. Probably got something that could fix you.
Luckily, it's not snowing yet.
Ellie visibly shudders.
We would not be Wendigo if we can survive with this.
Yeah, little brother got a pretty cold blood running through their veins, so I get that. And she'll look over at Alana.
Hi, it's gonna be a bit cold. Glad I brought extra clothes for the family.
You got a bunch of family this way? Like,
Just a couple. Came to keep an eye on them.
parents?
No, they're closer to cousins. But I was free and they needed somebody to keep an eye on them.
You've been through your rite of passage, yeah?
I am a clear.
Okay. Just wondering. So as far as you other crescent moons go, what's your lay of the land on this place? You get to know the local spirit population and all that?
Well, I've been here in the city a couple days. Most of that was moving stuff into the apartment. So far, it seems all right, I suppose. I've heard tell a number of leeches are out there and growing in numbers. Something about posting flags up about it.
Yeah, that came over my way too. You know. Ain't seen none yet, and hoping not to.
Aye, be better if we don't. But make sure you're ready just in case. Gotta protect yourself and those you care about when the time comes.
Ellie nods and then looks over at Latahine. So, what you rolling?
Subterfuge.
I don't think I got a whole lot to counter that, but I'll give it a shot just because I'm interested. Oh. Nope, you got 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Surprisingly, I don't catch it.
Dice gods giveth, dice gods keepeth thing obfuscated.
You know what it is with me, Vinny. Once I have had one good roll in, they'll stop.
Lily Moon.
Mm-hmm. It's always a lily moon.
Ellie stands up and she'll sort of give Latahine a bit of a nudge. So, like, what all kind of training you got? Any? Or are we gonna have to? Am I gonna have to look out for you too?
Gaskitibikutkiki Namaganraya has shown me some things around the sept. He's teaching me rights. My sept of the 4 seasons taught me not much. I had to go after my first change. That
As it
was only
goes.
several weeks ago.
Oh man, you got anybody besides Kotori looking out for you over here?
I am cub. The them parents look after me.
Yeah, them Howleys, they're gonna look after you as much as Howleys can, but you got family looking after you, like Kotori.
Elder brother is not family.
All right, family in a relative term. Then.
The one who was driving me has gone missing together with my sister. She's kin.
All right.
We got attacked before we reached this place. I do not know where we went, but we must have been closest.
Well, if you need help, I'm all for helping kinfolk. Unsept members.
Making this very easy for me. Oh, that's a fail. She is shooting you a glance that says pretty much, well, how do you say this properly?
Does it start with Worm and Bringer?
No, no. Well, yeah, nah. It's more like, yeah, sure you will.
So Ellie just looks and chews her lips slightly and just kind of puts her hand on Latahin's shoulder and kind of like tries to get her attention.
Oh, that will snap back immediately. If
Easy
you're
now.
trying to get her attention, she will immediately obey.
She just kind of she gives Latahin that kind of look like, you know, it's not like, you know, it's not like a stern look. It's not like, you know, she's scolding her, but it's that sort of look that you give someone. You're like, come on now. Like that, not the time, not the place kind of gaze. That's what Latahin's getting at the moment.
She's not saying anything.
I know our groups haven't always gotten along. And I'm not even sure that they are really getting along now for the most part. But family's important. That's why I'm here. Protecting family is something that I care deeply about. So if there's family, and you're one of us here, then your family matters too. I know you're not going to trust me, but I mean it.
Again, there goes a look, and she's not trying to hide it. This look says, yeah, you got that right, but she keeps her mouth shut and simply nods.
The hell out this way going to give you at least an honest try about it, Latahin. So, like, don't turn your nose up at it completely. A certain level of give and take that got out this way. You're just going to have to adjust to.
You really are, elder brother.
Well, I got patience in me. I got worldly experience, so I try to do my best. And she gives a shrug and a smirk at Latahin.
That's all you really can do.
Right.
Besides, you might want to, and she'll just kind of gesture out to the set broadly. There's, you know, a lot of other Holly out there. Fiona, Fenrir, Silverfang. Like, it's all there, so you're going to have to adapt. Probably not in the way that you wanted to, you know? Doesn't mean you got to like it, but you got to at least give it a shot.
You don't tell the snow to adapt. You adapt to the snow. You don't tell the ice on the water to adapt. You
Well,
don't tell when you go to adapt.
Nay, but the ice on the water learns to flow with the ocean. And you little ice are in a new ocean here.
Where I come from, the ice and the ocean were one and the same.
Aye. They are one and the same. And while they may look different, on occasions in different places, they're still the same. Deep down.
But the ice will always conquer the water.
Ellie's just gonna kind of scoot away from the two, or at least out from between the two, and just kind of stand back and watch.
Alana's got a smile on her face.
Latahine does not. She's not smiling. She's not looking up because that's impolite. She's still a cub. So she's just staring straight in front of her, which basically means that she doesn't look up. I mean, she'll have to look up to look anyone in the eyes. So, yeah.
This is like a protection on the top of the water. But underneath there's a lot going on.
What do you know of ice? What do you know of real winter?
Nay, in Ireland we don't have winters like up further north in like Iceland and Greenland. But I understand how it all's connected. I know the elements.
Do you know how to live with it?
Aye, you adapt.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Well then just don't keep your eyes closed. Otherwise you might miss something. World's full of wonders.
Yeah. It was.
Well, the offer stands, whether you take it or not.
Many people are already helping. I do not need more assistance.
Alright then.
Raya.
Well, I hope you get your sister back, for her sake.
If she's still alive, I'll find her back. If she's not, she died. Going down like a Wendigo, fighting. As we always do. As we've always done. And we will never stop. And with that, she kind of glances over at Ellie as well. Sorry.
Ellie's got like this sagely look on her face, like she's just kind of taking it in. Like she's got her arms crossed and she's not disapproving, she just has a very cautious look on her face. Latahine,
Yes.
when's the last time you had a full-on meal? Sat down.
She thinks on it. There was bacon this morning. It kind of tasted like pork.
Lana lets out a small chuckle.
You you against having dinner with my Ohana tonight?
I am not allowed to go off sept.
Not by yourself.
I have been told I'm not allowed to go off sept.
Well, we give Tutu a call and see if she brings us, you know?
I know.
Yeah. Grandma will bring a whole bunch of food. If you want it.
Okay.
Now, why don't you head towards the set proper and go back over on the Tellurian side, alright? I'll meet you over there.
Sure. And she'll start shifting into the Tellurian, crossing the veil slowly.
And Ellie lets out kind of a sigh and then looks over at Alana. Not exactly what I pictured when making first introductions, but considering claws and fangs weren't involved, I'd say productive.
Aye. Especially considering who was just having a conversation. Glad she didn't. Makes me happy.
Uh, Still a lot of animosity there, and with good reason.
Aye. I know. Doesn't make me
Uh,
happy about it.
no, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this warning out for you. She might be a cub, but little brother's never been diplomatic in most cases, so don't be going alone with her.
Oh, I won't.
Good. Real good.
If you do help her out with the family thing, you find you need more help, don't be afraid to ask.
I've never been one to look a gift horse, so we'll see what happens. If can, if no can, no can. Says with a smirk.
Fair enough. Go
No,
enjoy dinner.
she just smirks and nods, and will make her way toward the set proper, using the Umbra to cross the space rather than go the Tellurian route.
Luana will make
Just
her way
too effing cold.
back to her home.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we can call C.